Before humanity, hundreds of species had reached space. All of us had maps of our galaxies and even of the neighboring galaxies we visited. But the humans, once they touched the stars, weren't satisfied with what we had shown them. First, they studied and analyzed our mapping systems. We considered it normal, part of that curiosity every new race has when they leave their planets. But then they gathered every star map they could access and achieved what no other species had even thought of. They created a supermap of space. It was marvelous, a perfect and detailed sphere that replicated every inch of known space. The ruling races were astonished. Despite their superior numbers and technology, only the humans dared to undertake such a feat. And it was no wonder, as completing the sphere took them thousands of years and generations of their species. It was admirable to see how the ambition of their ancestors passed from hand to hand in a species as short-lived as humans. However, even after being recognized for creating this spatial mapping sphere, they didn't stop. They traded their great achievement for more advanced technology, and they weren't foolish at all. They also made deals with the highest authorities in each region, promising even more daring feats in exchange for resources and sponsorship to complete their journeys. So, little by little, they ventured into all the galaxies and missing corners within the sphere's range. All those areas where they couldn't find a map or where none existed. Dark places no one cared to visit because they lacked resources or were extremely dangerous. Dead zones, areas near black holes, galaxies filled with toxic nebulas, planets with impenetrable atmospheres. Another 1,000 generations of humans passed and they kept their promise. They conquered all the inhospitable regions and made the sphere even more perfect than we thought it was. Their species' advancement was heard by every space-dwelling being and government. They now carried a glory no other race could ever match. But still, they didn't stop. On those journeys to the dark regions, humans found resources no one imagined existed. Stones, minerals, metals, crystals, gases, energies, microorganisms, bacteria, plants, animals, and their most prized resource, water. They took it all and combined it with the technology they had gathered from the ruling species. Then, after a few hundred more generations of humans, they created more efficient ships, longer-lasting supplies, biochemical suits that allowed them to traverse extreme atmospheres, and above all, compact and nearly unlimited energy. With all their new technologies, the humans ventured beyond the space they had mapped themselves. Sometimes a few of those ships return, after generation upon generation of new humans, always telling tales of incredible journeys and showing off their new discoveries. Sometimes they even drag us along with them, but few species dare to join their side, for it's clear these are journeys with no return. Their species, so brief and unstoppable, passed from one generation to the next, achieving what seemed impossible for any of us. I fell in love with that passion and indomitable will humanity has for pushing further and further, that ingrained desire that passes from parents to children, over and over again, their persistence in reaching the unreachable. But more than anything, I've always loved that gleam in their eyes with every new discovery they hold in their hands. Surrendering to my fascination, I decided to travel with them, believing that someday I would see them stop. But now, I know that not even a race as long-lived as mine will witness that end. P.S. The humans are about to reach the very edges of the universe. I'm excited. I can't even begin to imagine what lies on the other side.